Hello once again, everybody. It's the Huddle, our KGUN9 streaming sports talk show that comes to you every Tuesday live at 3 o'clock. And then you can see it, of course, on all of our streaming platforms and OTT channels. Ryan Fish joins me. I'm Pat Parris. Jason Barr, in case you're wondering, has a well-deserved week off, so we'll give him a break. And Ryan and I will push forward and have a little sports chat here. Ryan, how you doing today?
I'm good. You don't want to call him up and just see how he feels about everything, and just
we had
have
a
the
little,
audio playing.
we had a little, ice cream social kind of thing today here at the station, and Jason showed up for that. So he's not too busy to not come in and get some free, gelato. I guess it was free gelato.
I mean, to be fair, I think I would also come in just for free gelato, even if I happen to be off that day and nearby. Hard to turn that down. But no, it's a good time. This is one of my favorite times of the year. Just the feeling of summer and optimism for the sports that aren't playing, and also the end of the sports, the indoor sports, and the NBA Finals, Stanley Cup Finals, all that stuff. It's a great time of year.
Yeah, a good point. By the way, we'll be joined by Brianna Isbell a little later on in the show too, and we'll get that special guest kind of treatment going with her, and she's got a couple of things to talk about as well. We're going to start with something we kind of ended the week with last week here, and that was that very interesting future of college athletics. Here's the Huddle topics, by the way. Future Pac-12, Arizona basketball. We'll talk a little Aaron Gordon and the Nuggets winning last night. Some Sugar Skulls news as they continue to win. And we'll have a bonus question that not only will Ryan take part in, but Brianna will take part in as well. Now to the future of the Pac-12. And what we're talking about is, in case you missed it, late last week, the University of Arizona held what they called the Future of College Athletics Summit in Washington, D.C. And it was put on basically by Dr. Robert Robbins. You see the video right there. A couple of things came out of this, Ryan, as far as what Dr. Robbins said. He said, first, he's cautiously optimistic that the Pac-12 will stay together, but he's really waiting, and it's a waiting game now, to see what will this new media rights deal for the Pac-12 be. He says, we're not going to get the Big Ten's deal. We're not going to get the SEC's deal. But if we can win the bronze, he said, if we can win the bronze, then he's optimistic that they'll keep the Pac-12 together. I don't know about you. I'm not quite as optimistic as that statement goes. And he said some other things that made it seem like there's still a chance it won't stay together.
Well, yeah, I'd be curious because you ended up doing a recap of that and kind of going through all the comments, and I just kind of read the cliff notes here. But just judging off of what we read and the major takeaways from this, I don't think it did anything to me to dispel the smoke that's out there. That change seems kind of inevitable shortly after this media rights deal is announced, whenever that does happen. I just feel like whatever that deal ends up being, there's just going to be financial reason for a lot of these schools to consider moving. And the smoke has always been that Arizona and Colorado are two of the schools that are heavily favored or considered to be likely joining the Big 12. And I just don't know if any of his comments necessarily did anything more than just kind of uphold the status quo for now, not to step on any toes or anything like that. But once things start becoming official, I think it will move that way, just because of, unfortunately, we talked about this, once you lose the LA schools from the Pac-12, that is just a huge financial and prestige part of the conference that moves on and moves to the Big Ten. And it's just hard to necessarily keep everything else together without that major anchor in LA.
Yeah, and what those two LA schools do really is up the value of your conference and the amount of money you can get. And then, the key figure is, what is each school going to get as a payout? If it's somewhere around $37 or $40 million a year for athletic program, you're great. Fine, great. We'll stay in the Pac-12. But if it's anything less than that, and you can get somewhere close to $40 million a year from the Big 12, I think that's why I'm still, like you, thinking that there's a chance, and it maybe is a growing chance, that they'll move to the Big 12.
Well, and I think part of it too is just not only the money part of it, but the future of marketing yourself as a program, and that's not necessarily to throw any stones at the other Pac-12 schools. There will be a portion of when this move, it feels like it will happen, and when it does, there'll be a bit of sadness there too, because you're going to be losing these rivalries and these road trips and these experiences that you've had over the years with these West Coast schools. But at the end of the day, there is that belief out there that moving to the Big 12, when you're going to be competing with these big schools in the middle of the country in Texas, and now the Big 12 also expanding to include, I believe, BYU and UCF and Cincinnati and Houston, are all really great athletic programs, and whether it's basketball or football or the other sports. I think there's that future growth potential is going to be pretty enticing too, compared to the Pac-12, which will look to add, but other than maybe San Diego State, it's going to be hard for them to keep up and add the same level of names that the Big 12's already added.
Yeah, I think the Big 12, has just been a step ahead, or maybe 5 steps ahead this whole time in adding a school like Houston. Wouldn't that have been nice to be able to add to Houston, or even BYU? I mean, 2 perennial programs there, but we'll see. It's got a lot's going to happen in the next. He thought we might know. Did Dr. Robbins said maybe in the next few weeks we'll know what the media rights deal is.
And that's unfortunately just kind of where we're at. We keep hearing these whispers of, hey, any week now this will get announced, and we've been hearing that for a while now. So I don't personally have any intel or insight to tell you this is when it's going to happen, but it just feels like it will. And my gut feeling is as soon as it happens, maybe even the same day or very shortly after, could get an announcement about Arizona making a move.
Yeah, the dominoes could start knocking down. Exactly. He's Ryan Fish. I'm Pat Parris. It's the Huddle on our streaming platforms. Give us a comment if you'd like here as we continue to talk. Let's talk Arizona basketball. A little quick little tidbit that you gleaned. You talked to both KJ Lewis and to Jaden Bradley, who are roommates, right? And they're taking part in this Tucson Pro League run by Corey Williams. Everybody in town knows Corey Williams. I think the reason I want to talk to you about it is because if these 2 guys are roommates and they're already out in the community, you must be getting a sense that this team is already in town and already starting to kind of come together as they get set for a real makeover for Tommy.
The whole roster. Yeah, it is a huge. I mean, you look at the key losses and the key gain. It's only only 4 big players leave it. I mean, that's huge for college basketball. The key cogs of the team last year are moving on, but they are getting equally interesting or exciting prospects moving in. And I did ask them about that. So they are rooming together. Jaden Bradley, the transfer from Alabama, KJ Lewis went to high school. He's a freshman, went to high school in Texas, but actually grew up partially in Vail too. So he already kind of knows the community. So 2 guys that didn't play together or have that history, but they are rooming together to get to know each other better. They're already doing things like this out in the community. I did ask them, how much of the team is already together at this point. And they said, not everyone is here. There's still some overseas guys that are not quite here yet. I mentioned Caleb Love, and they didn't specifically say his name, but it sounds like he's not quite here yet because he just is making that announcement not that long ago. Right. But sooner rather than later, everyone will be here. And it sounds like the practices or the time that they're spending together as teammates is already going well. They're already getting to know each other. It's just interesting to kind of meet these guys as people. I wasn't asking them hard questions about, playing time, the playbook or plays, but, they're just getting a feel for things. They seem to be optimistic, which is always good this time of year. Jaden Bradley, a bit of a quieter guy, just soft-spoken, but you saw the smile in that video there. He's happy to be here. Says he's used to wearing a hoodie pretty much everywhere he goes, and he's getting used to the warmer weather. And KJ, a little bit more energy, and he just seemed excited about the team's prospects this year. He said he thinks the team is becoming more athletic and has a little bit more of an edge to it. I don't know if that he meant that as kind of a knock at last year's team, but I think there's something to be said about what happened in the tournament that maybe they needed a little bit.
There's a lot of us that have knocked that, so it's okay if he mentions it because he's.
I don't know if that was a shot at the old like Kirk Kriisa or anything specifically. I don't think so, but that is what his impression was the players they're getting are a little more athletic and maybe got a little more of an edge to them. And hey, if that's the case, I think Wildcat fans will welcome that.
Maybe they can make it out of the first or second round of the tournament this coming year. Real quick, you and I talked about this earlier. We think that Kylan Boswell, Caleb Love, maybe Pella Larson, Keshad Johnson, and Umar Ballo, that might be the starting 5. But Bradley, of course, could easily crack the starting 5, or he could be your guy that comes in off the bench. Either way, they're much more athletic. They're much deeper at guard right now.
And depth's always important because something's going to happen. Somebody's going to get hurt, or somebody's going to go through a slump. Somebody's going to just have something affect them, or they'll need some help. And if you don't have that depth, you're going to struggle to win, even in the Pac-12, which is not always considered the strongest conference. And they have depth for the compared to last year when they were doing that 7-man rotation for the second half of the year.
Right.
That was really tight and really trusting of those guys. And it's just nice to not really, at this point, think you're going to have to deal with that. It looks like they've got good backcourt depth now. And I think it just will depend on what Pelle Larsson does and what his mentality is. If he and Tommy believe he's a starter, he's been in the program for a while now, he's probably earned the right to start. But Jaden Bradley also, what he's done at Alabama in that short time, also impressive. And I don't think anyone would blink if he was in the starting lineup. And I think it just depends on where Pella maybe feels more comfortable.
Yeah, exactly right. With Ryan Fish, I'm Pat Parris. We'll be joined shortly by Brianna Isbell as well here on the Huddle. Let's switch gears now as we move along with our topics. We're going to talk a little bit about the Denver Nuggets winning their first NBA title last night. And you can't mention the Nuggets when you're in Tucson without mentioning Aaron Gordon too. You know, when they picked him up last year, I really thought that was a huge move for them, and he made them better. Now, I had this discussion with my son right before the NBA Finals, and he's like, well, I know why you like Aaron Gordon. He went to the University of Arizona. I get it. But he's just a role player, Dad. And I said, but it's a big role, and it is a big role. We get it. It's Jokovic, it's Murray, it's their team. They're the two stars. But you got to have that next level player. He may not be a star, but he's certainly a well-known name, and he made a huge impact. I really think, Ryan, not only like a couple of games he had real standout game, he made an impact in every single one of these games.
One of the key moments last night that I remember, he had this block, a vicious block. He not only blocked, he blocked it and threw it to his teammate all in one move, and just has played great defense. And he was the primary defender on Jimmy Butler a lot in this NBA Finals, and he did a great job on Jimmy, really kind of limiting his breakout moments. And it was just a fantastic defender. You saw him when he was here. I mean, I was watching U of A basketball at the time, but not nearly as closely as you were. So what was he like when he was here at Arizona? Because I remember I remember the late years of him at the U of A. And then I remember him obviously going on and winning the dunk contest and being this freak athlete. And he was this flashy NBA guy who scores a lot and has crazy dunks. And that's just so removed from what he is now, where he's a lockdown defender. He had 4 points last night. He had 27 or something the game before, but he only had 4 points last night. And yet he still played such a huge role, and he doesn't need to be flashy dunk guy anymore. Yeah,
and he was flashy dunk guy, and he was the kind of guy who has all athleticism and terrific talent at the U of A. And then when he was, as you mentioned, first in the NBA. But sometimes guys have to mature, and guys have to realize what their strengths are and how best they can fit in an NBA roster and how best they can help a team win a championship. And I think it all kind of came together for Aaron Gordon when he got to Denver and he saw what was happening. And then he just, I think it's maturity more than anything. He's not the same player now that he was then, but he's a better, more complete player for sure.
I mean, that was a whole, decade ago. So that changes in 10
and that
years.
That was in those years when they lost back-to-back Sweet 16 games to Wisconsin.
Yeah,
so, they could have probably used the Aaron Gordon of last night or in this series anyway against Wisconsin, but that wasn't to be. But as I said,
I think that's that's a testament to him, but also to Denver, because it feels like they've got a team full of those guys. Yeah, they have a lot of maturity.
That's exactly right. You had brought up the suggestion of mentioning the best quote you saw last night, and so tell me what it was.
Well, so this came and we could bring Brianna in later, but I for a little teaser here. But just I was inspired by last night by Jokic after the game saying, what does this mean to you? And he just very bluntly says, the job is done and we can go home. And doesn't really have any more fanfare than that, just after winning the championship. Also, the fact that he went in and shook everyone's hand afterwards. So that just reminded me of, what other iconic championship winning quotes are out there.
Yeah. Well, I also thought it was funny that in the post-game press conference, he said, "When's the parade?" And they said Thursday. He goes, "Not Thursday. I got to get home.
I got to go home."
He really just wants to get home. But I'll have to wait for Thursday. That mine wasn't necessarily the quote. Did you see the video of Aaron Gordon going out into the streets and the party out in the streets?
No, I haven't.
Oh yeah, he's out there with just his uniform shorts on and no shirt. And he's out there dancing with everybody and celebrating in the middle of the streets as the party was outside in Denver. It was pretty good stuff.
That's what it's all about. I still have to go see that.
And then we also talk about things that stick out in a negative way, and that may be worst call, that kind of. I still think the Jimmy Butler extending his leg out and kicking Aaron Gordon in the groin, but it's Aaron Gordon that gets the foul. When you review it and you look at that, you got to be like, okay, at worst it's a no call. At best, it's an offensive foul, not a defensive foul.
It made me grateful that the Nuggets won the game and that we didn't have to talk about this in a really frustrated way for a couple of days, thinking that they didn't deserve to lose because of this horrific call. That is just, whatever the rule book says, I feel like the spirit of the law, just really everything about that goes against the call there. But just reminded me of, the 2019 NFC Championship game, for example, and you have the no call pass interference against the Saints that set the Rams to the Super Bowl is the most recent one that I just feel like everyone will come to mind, that they were robbed of a victory there. Thankfully this one didn't end up.
Because had Miami won that game last night, people might have pointed to that and then said, "Oh, the NBA wanted a sixth game. They need the series to go longer. ABC, ESPN needs the game to go."
We don't need anything to fuel the conspiracy theories out there, and unfortunately, that looked pretty bad in the moment.
Yeah. All right. How about we bring in, as we change subjects here, let's bring in Brianna Isbell, our colleague here at KGUN9. Hi, Brianna.
Hello.
We're so happy you can join us. Now we can get a conversation going about a couple of other things. I think we're going to talk Sugar Skulls right now. And mainly the reason I wanted to talk to you about the Sugar Skulls, they won 2 in a row. They won the other night as well. But you were, last week, you were able to catch up with Rashi Hodge, the former Wildcat, first ever, right? Wildcat to be on the Sugar Skulls team now in their 4th year, and he's having a heck of a season.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, with this being my first year in Tucson and reporting on this Tucson sports, you would never think that there hasn't been a former Wildcat to play for the Sugar Skulls yet. So yeah, Raji Hodge is the former Wildcat linebacker turned IFL defensive back. He appeared in 11 games for the Wildcats in 2021 when the team was struggling, adjusting to Jet Fish in his first year. And after that, he went and entered the NFL draft. And as he said, things didn't work out. So he went to a couple XFL camps after that and didn't work out. So then when he got a call from former Sugar Skulls coach, Dixie Wooten, he was asked to come in and rebuild their defense. And as we just saw in that clip, he's definitely doing that. I mean, he's been leading the team in interceptions this year, and he's still chasing the goal. He says after this, if the NFL isn't it, XFL, Canadian leagues, he's definitely a good representation of a Tucson athlete.
Yeah. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. I think it's funny that, and you guys know this too, that, you always see the former Wildcats. Heck, we just talked about Aaron Gordon last night in the NBA Finals. We're talking about Rashi Hodge. You just lock on these guys. And I guess he gets a lot of fans during warmups at Tucson Arena yelling at him and saying, "Go Wildcats."
Yeah. He was saying people show him even more support than he would have thought, because he is that first Wildcat to represent the Sugar Skulls and our university. So
yeah, he had that. We just saw the video, but that was, I think, what a special moment for him in that game. Not this past weekend, but 2 weekends ago in Vegas, where they had that crazy comeback late in the game, and he had the interception that really, sparked the team, and it was against the former Sugar Skulls quarterback.
Yeah, DeQuan.
It was just what a moment that they were able to come back and do it against their former quarterback.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And if people haven't seen the games yet, you ought to go. You guys get to see the highlights and stuff. I know a lot of times you're working, but it's a great atmosphere. And it's what you got to do in the summer here. It's got to be indoors, right? It's too hot, and it's nice and cold at the inside the Tucson arena for sure.
Their practices are lively too. I mean, Pat, when we were out there, they're having fun even in the heat. They're still getting the practice in and making it a good time.
And we should mention that, as big a fan as I think a lot of us were of Dixie Wooten, who's now with Bay Area and doing well. He's kind of the interim head coach there, and Bay Area just beat the Sugar Skulls a few weeks ago here. But you heard his chin, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and he has got them having so much fun that I think they forget they're playing to win games sometimes. They're just having a lot of fun.
Yeah, and he even said when he was placed, kind of trying to find his place on the team, trying to kind of realign Hodge into his new position. He said he can throw him anywhere. He just has come onto this team and become just an asset to their defense. Yeah, for sure. That is absolutely right. Hey, let's go to this bonus question now. All right. And this bonus question is it's kind of ties into the end of the NBA season and thinking, okay, what might have been with the Suns, and it hasn't happened yet. So the next Arizona team, college or pro, to win a championship. I'll start with Ryan, because you're the one that came up with this idea. Which team and why?
Yeah, this was a hard question. It's really difficult to predict far out, and then you kind of just most of the time, 90% of the time, look foolish afterward. But so I'm going to not go with the answer that I feel like is probably the safest and the real answer. But my surprise answer, and where I have some hope, is actually the Diamondbacks. I think that they are such a fun team this year. I am not saying they're going to win this year. I do not think that is likely just because they're so young. But Corbin Carroll is not just a Rookie of the Year nominee. I mean, he's playing like an MVP candidate out there, and they have the third best farm system in the whole league. And then they just extended their manager an extra year, and the culture has just really shifted there. And I just like what's coming out of that team, and I feel like that's something where the randomness of the NCAA tournament is not really what you get in baseball. There's randomness everywhere, of course, but you play such a long season. If you're able to build that foundation, and you have that solid team, yes, anything can happen in the postseason, but all it takes is just some good pitching streaks. Usually the better team wins out. And if you have that good foundation with a good farm system and a player like him, who's really lighting the sport on fire right now, I think they're a sneaky pick. So I'm going to go with the sneaky pick here. Maybe not the best bet for your money. But
that is a sneaky pick. They were the last one. If you talk about, Arizona State football, basketball only, and then the professional sports teams, and say they are the last ones to win a national championship or a world championship, are the Diamondbacks.
Which is crazy to think about, because that was 20, almost 22.
Yeah,
almost 22 years ago. Yeah, it's just nuts. Brianna, you have an idea?
I do, and funny you say that, Ryan. I was thinking about the Diamondbacks because they, like you said, I mean, they've been red hot lately, but I had to go with the Phoenix Suns. I feel like they are really the only team with an open window. I mean, with Booker in his prime, Kevin Durant still has a couple good years left in him. He was brought on the team to pair with Booker. So, I mean, with those two and plus DeAndre Ayton at their core, Campaign is an up-and-coming point guard. I mean, they have the right nucleus. If they can add a little bit more depth, maybe grab one more high-end starter, I think they can be dangerous. And with, Chris Paul as a potential trade piece, I think that they have the right resources to make the moves to be the next Arizona team to win a championship.
Well, to your point, as much as the Suns had their issues this year, they seemed to be the team that gave Denver the hardest time out of any of the teams. Mm-hmm. Not only series-wise, forgetting first round already, was 1-8. So that, Minnesota didn't put up not much of a fight. Phoenix gave Jokic and that team the most trouble in these playoffs. Now, eventually Denver was definitely the better team. They won out, but that was a 2-2 series, and they just seemed to be the most competitive compared to any of the other Western Conference heavyweights that Denver went up against.
Yeah, good point. Wally Wildcat, by the way, likes your call, Ryan, about the Diamondbacks. Wally Wildcat says, "Good call, Ryan. It's been too long." Yeah,
Things have been horrific in recent years, and really just in the past few, it's really turned around. And there's a good foundation there to make them a sneaky pick. Maybe they're the next ones.
All right. So my opinion is, I think you're both right, but
I like to hear that.
That's my pick. And I'll say this, Brianna, and I think Ryan alluded to it. I think we're all in agreement. The Suns are probably the closest.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are the closest. And
yes.
And if things kind of fall their way and they pick up a couple of pieces, but an Aaron Gordon shows you need a guy like that. Now, is that going to be DeAndre Ayton that steps up and makes impacts like an Aaron Gordon? Does they need that third guy to make an impact? And let's hope it's DeAndre Ayton. And as far as the Diamondbacks go, Torey Lovullo has really been, you can say they've traded away the Goldschmidts and they've traded away all these players and now they've got prospects, but the constant has been Torey Lovullo the last 5-6 years. And that's been the reason why I think that they're as good as they are this year and they're developing. And they have a chance to be good for several years and get even better. We'll see. I don't know that translates into beating the Dodgers or the Padres in your own division every year in order even to get into the postseason. I'm still going to go with, and it's mainly my heart and probably not as much as my head, I'm still going to go with one of these years, the University of Arizona will win a national championship in basketball. And I believe Tommy Lloyd will be the head coach and he's the guy. And you just don't know. We can't sit here in June and know whether or not this year's team is going to win it all. We would have thought 2 years ago when they lost to Houston in the Sweet 16 that was a team that could at least go to the Final Four, and it didn't. You just don't know. I love the way this roster suddenly come together, and I think that this will be a team that has a chance. That's all I'm going to say. And I just have a sneaking suspicion that in the next 5 years, Tommy Lloyd can win a national championship. We'll see.
I do agree, not to be agreeing and go. I don't want to turn it into a first take contrarian thing here because I actually agree with you here, and that was my kind of first initial thought and the safe pick I didn't go with because I just think Tommy has already proven in setting the record the first 2 years that as long as he's here, there's going to be efficient offense and a good coach there. And they've already proved this offseason that they can get some big name acquisitions too. And if you build on that a few years in a row, one of those years all it takes is getting really hot.
I think that's the rate that they're at right now. I can't imagine a world where they don't win a championship with Tommy Lloyd on their side anytime soon.
Yeah, that would be nice to have it happen for sure. Hey, we're already out of time. This just flew by, didn't it?
It really did. I mean, we had a lot to talk about. Oh, congratulations, by the way, also Zeke Naji, who was
yes. You look at the box score.
In Denver,
you look at the box score. It didn't really take part much at all in the postseason, but those are the kind of guys that get you to where you get. So Zeke Naji has got his name on that as well, and certainly another Wildcat who's won an NBA title. Hey, Ryan, thank you. Brianna, thank you very much. Do appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate being here.
Thank you, Pat.
As Kevin Garnett said, anything is possible when he won the title. So
that's true. He did say that. Anything is possible.
I'm keeping that in mind when it comes to maybe the Diamondbacks.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, we hope that it comes true. And we thank you all for watching. We'll see you again next week on The Huddle.